Welcome back on the Indie Horror Talk Podcast Season 2. Joined with us today, we have EKRCoaster. Or Coaster,
Hello.
however you go by.
Either
Nice to
or,
meet you.
doesn't really matter.
Okay. Nice to meet you, by the way, Coaster.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you all. I'm so happy to be here.
And we also have Jackson Merrill, yours truly.
Yeah.
So obviously, EKRCoaster, it's nice to have you here with us. It's nice to have Jackson here with us. We're going to be talking about VENGE, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Jackson, you can take it away.
Thank you very much. So, if I'm getting this right, you're a animator and game developer, right?
So I started with animation and then I've been slowly transitioning into game development.
Oh, nice. So, what got you into that stuff? Like, what made you want to pursue animation and then game development?
Yeah, so ever since I was really little, I've just been obsessed with like making experiences. So, for example, when I was really young, I would play with like Kinects, which are kind of like Legos, and I would make roller coasters and then I would film them and then I would upload them to YouTube. Or I would make theater shows in my basement, or I would make music videos on an app called Music Star, or I'd make animations and then now games. And I just like really am obsessed with the idea of making really cool experiences that other people can experience like with me or like from me, if that makes any sense. So like, for example, with animation in particular, it started after I had seen Frozen in theaters. I was really obsessed and intrigued by when Elsa made her ice castle, how everything like came together. And I wanted to recreate that in Minecraft with command blocks. And then share it to everyone. And so I tried that and it wasn't very good. So then I eventually migrated to Blender, and then that's kind of where that started. And then from games, it kind of started a while ago. I would make Scratch games in middle school for my friends. And then it just one thing led to another. Then I made Blender games when Blender had a game engine. And then I eventually transitioned into Unity.
Yeah. Wow, that was really fast.
Yeah.
That was like really detailed and really fast. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, you mentioned Frozen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in ages, man.
It's really good. I love it.
I know, but like, yeah, I just haven't seen it in ages. But just you mentioning the scene of Elsa building her castle, like, yeah, no, that looking back at it, yeah, I can definitely see why that would be inspiring.
That scene like changed my life, like genuinely.
Yeah, and also I'm just.
Do you want to build a snowman?
So far, I am going to kill you.
Hey, man. Hey, I mean, we can start singing "Let It Go" together. You know.
You have to pay me to do that, man. I'm sorry. But
anyways, sorry for interrupting you, Bill. Okay, continue.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, it's just I can definitely see why Frozen of all things would actually inspire you. It's just, just like, I know Frozen has gotten a bad rap as of late for understandable reasons on the farms, but outside of that, like, I do think it's like, on its own, I think it's a good movie overall. Like, I think it's one of Disney's best.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the sequel, on the other hand,
the sequel's pretty. Yeah.
It's just pretty. It's pretty to look
colors. It has good colors.
It's nice to look at. You know, it's like a painting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a painting you stare at once in a while.
I actually didn't watch the second film. I only watched the first film.
You're not missing out, man.
It's really pretty. If you want like an hour of visuals, watch it.
Will there be a third film of Frozen with Jackson in it?
Maybe.
So far,
I mean, they've already announced.
So far, you need to get your delusions checked, man. You're having. I'm sorry, man.
It's real. Trust me. Take my word for it.
I'm so sorry. My friend here has severe delusions of me for some reason. I'm not sure how it started. I'm not sure what caused it. But Safara has been having delusions of featuring me for some reason for almost a year now, and I'm starting to get very concerned about his well-being.
To everybody listening to this right now, this is the best episode. Trust me. Trust the process.
I don't trust a man who sees me as pretty. I don't know. Just
you're handsome, bro.
let's move on before let's move on before this man continues to spew more lies.
Smart move. Smart move. Anyway. Okay, so did you ever face any like big challenges or problems when like you started off?
Yes,
with,
all the time.
Oh, really? So like,
Yeah.
okay, go on.
So all the time, a lot of it comes from just inexperience or lack of resources. So like when I started in Unity, I didn't know how anything worked, and so then I would be trying to do things and I'd be doing it the completely wrong way, and that leads to issues. But it's like not necessarily a fault of anyone, just besides me getting started. So it's definitely difficult. I mean, making games is really hard. There's a lot of aspects of it that are really tricky. It's kind of like the ultimate thing, because it's like it's mechanics, it's code, it's art, it's visuals, it's animation, it's like a lot of things all combining into one, especially for a game as large as Venge. And so there's going to be issues all over the board, and I'm a particularly interesting issue that I think I'm dealing with right now is because Venge is so large and because I've been working on it for so long, a lot of the stuff that's older is like really bad. So for example, my artifacts, or not my artifact, my inventory, my inspectable art interactable. Sorry, I just went through every system in Venge. My interactable system, which is like the system where you can like pull a lever or press a button, that system was written probably 4 or 5 years ago, and so it's really old, and the code inside is terrible. It's so gross, but I'm kind of forced with it because I can't easily change it, because if I change it, I have to redo so much of the game. And so that's a interesting challenge that comes with a large project, and that's why I would probably recommend people start with a smaller project, just so you can kind of work out those issues and get that experience before you commit to something super large. I didn't do that. My first Unity game was Venge, so well, actually no, that's not true. It was Glitch, but Glitch turned into Venge. So that's like a problem that I've been dealing with. In terms of animation, I guess just like always dealing with like story stuff and like how do I make this look good and how do I do whatever, that sort of thing. Yeah,
Yeah, like animation's hard, man.
it really is. It's so much work.
Yeah. It's just this is coming from a person who did a lot of animation work for a mod, and let me tell you, just trying to figure out like unique animations for almost 50 characters.
Oh, it's so hard.
It's really, really freaking hard, man. Like trying to make sure they're both unique at the same time while also, looking good.
Yeah, exactly. It's really difficult.
Yeah, and don't get me starting on the rendering process.
Oh, it's terrible. It's genuinely terrible.
It takes forever, man.
Yeah, it bogs down your entire computer too.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it takes so long for you to make stuff for Indie Horror Talk.
Have you tried 3D art so far?
No.
It is hard, man. You should know this by now.
I actually forgot. Because we interviewed Coco Beans, the lead animator for T-Jock. I forgot. He did say something similar about how animation is hard. You even said the same thing too.
Yeah, because it's true. Is there anything that you regret doing or not doing in your animation or game development career? Like, if you can go back, what would you change, and how do you think it affected your career?
That's an interesting question. So, I usually don't regret things, because a lot of the mistakes I've made in my past are just because of like a lack of knowledge or a lack of resources or just inexperience in general. But there are some stuff that I like, I could have done that better. So one thing that comes to mind is like back in the day on my channel when I was trying to pivot from making animations, because it's a lot of work and it doesn't really pay off. I was working on more longer videos that were about animation. So I had like the 24-hour challenge and My Dog Animates. And in hindsight, I should have done the Foxy video after I had done the dog video. But I got ahead of myself and I was like, I can make whatever I want. And then I made a video about album covers, which was a good video. It did decently well, but it was an underperformance. And that kind of like shook me to my core. And I think it ended up hurting the performance of the future videos and kind of was the reason that I stopped doing them, because I was just shocked that about the performance of it. And I mean, it did eventually pick up, but it just wasn't the best. And so I think I would have done those videos differently. But in terms of the game stuff, the biggest thing that always seems to come up is I make my Steam pages way too late, and Steam has such a laborious process. It takes forever to get their stuff out. And so that's literally been the reason that the Christmas game was delayed last year, and it'll probably be the reason that Act 2 gets delayed if I don't do it now, which I should be doing it soon. But yeah, so if you're ever making a game on Steam, do the Steam page as soon as possible because it takes forever, especially if you're releasing in Christmas. It's a painful process.
Yeah, I heard it takes like a long time to even set up a page itself.
Yeah.
And you got to go through the descriptions, the hardware stuff, and just fun
Exactly.
stuff. It's something to pass the time by.
Yeah, and then the biggest problem is you have to. Well, it's not a problem. It's a good thing, but it's tricky. You have to, after you finish it, you have to send it for a review, and the review can, in my experience, it can take up to a week. And then they could be like, "Oh, you have an issue here," and then you have to redo the whole review process. And then once you do the Steam page, then you have to review your build, and if they find any issues with that, then you have to redo it. And then every single time you have to wait that long time. So like the Christmas game, for example, that came out last year, All She Wants for Christmas Is You. I had done the Steam page like 2 weeks before, and I was like, yeah, that'll be enough time. But I had failed review for the Steam page itself because of some graphical issue, and then I also failed the build issue because I didn't like that I had my Patreon linked on the title screen. So it just took forever, and I didn't end up getting the game out until like January, I think. So that's annoying.
Ugh, I can imagine, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be
it was
a game
worth it,
developer.
right?
What was that?
I want to be
Huh?
a game developer.
Go for it.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure why you're bringing this up now, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, seriously, no. I want to make a horror game, an indie horror game that it's called Jackson's Haunted House.
Why does everything have to be about me?
Because Jackson, you just trust the process. But yeah, no, seriously
Trust
though.
the process, yeah.
Yeah. See, listen to what Coaster said.
You do not encourage this man,
Hey.
please.
I'm having
This man is cool.
I'm having the time of my life, man.
You see what I have to deal with on a regular basis, dude? This man is more delusional than I am. Just all he sees is me, and I'm not sure if I should feel flattered or frightened by that.
More so flattered. How do you stay motivated when working on long or difficult projects like Venge or Glitch, whatever it was called before?
Yeah, that's a great question. That one is interesting because I've been working on Venge. It started as Glitch and then it turned into Venge since 2018. So it's been almost 7 years now. And it's a huge game. It's a huge thing. And I am not anywhere near done. But I think that the fact that I'm doing it all solo, so like I'm coding everything, I'm designing all the systems, I'm doing all the architecture, I'm making the models, I'm doing the animation, I'm doing the lighting, all of that, the music too. Because of that, it makes it super easy for me to stay motivated on the project as a whole, because if I get bored of coding, I can always just work on the next map. Or if I get bored of animating characters, I can move on to designing a new system or improving an old one. And so that makes the development take a long time, but it leads to me being able to do it for long periods of time. So I was working on 2.0 for probably 4-ish years. And only now am I kind of burnt out from it. So it really lasted a long time. And so that's how I've been able to do that. In terms of animation though, the projects are a lot smaller, but I do often get burnt out with animation a lot easier because the only thing I'm doing is like animating. Maybe I'm doing set design, maybe I'm doing lighting, but the vast majority of it is animating. And I don't love animating. It's not super fun. So that's kind of the reason that I stopped. And also like it wasn't fun anymore. But for bigger projects like Venge, it's a lot easier to do various things, you know?
And you wait, so you do most of the work for your own game?
Yeah, Venge is 100% me. So
What
the only
the
thing I didn't do is like voice lines. Although a lot of the voice lines I did do.
What
Yeah,
the?
dude, just staying motivated is like the hardest part of like any
Absolutely.
creative endeavor, man. Like I struggle with that stuff all the time, man.
Yeah,
Like-
it sucks because like if you're not motivated, then you're not going to make a good thing, and then it makes you less motivated because you're not even making anything good anymore. It's
Yeah.
a vicious cycle.
Ugh.
Do you like
It's like
two-star
a
games?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what were you gonna say, Jackson?
I was gonna say it's like an Ouroboros kind of situation. It keeps eating its own tail and stuff.
Exactly.
Dude, you're like two-star games. Like he's the only game developer that worked on two-star games. Has worked on Chucha Charles entirely on his own for over a year, I think.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and he was like also doing the like devlog videos as well at the same time.
Yes, those are fun to make. I did a few of those, but they take a lot of editing work. I really don't like editing, so that's the reason that those don't happen very much.
Well, now that we got your. So far, was that your bird?
Yeah,
Oh, cute. What's his name?
Coco.
Oh, that's adorable. What kind of bird
I
is
keep
it?
forgetting this man has a bird.
It's a monk parakeet. I don't really speak on much about it, but yeah, they're from
That's
South
adorable.
America. Thank you. Oh
That's
wow,
so cute.
it's very sweet of you. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. Birds are so cool.
And I love you too, Coaster.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
All right,
no.
let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now that we got what gets you motivated, can you tell Coco to shut the fuck up, please?
Oh no!
It's a bird. Don't worry.
It wants to be part of the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Give
this
it a
thing
mic.
isn't. I'm surprised
Give
this
him a
thing
mic.
hasn't been our mascot yet. Considering it's been in the background this entire time.
Oh, missed opportunity. You gotta get on.
I know, but like, I keep forgetting so far even has a bird. Like, it just kind of squawks at random times, and like, and I keep forgetting it exists because
You
Far
could-
doesn't really talk about it.
Yeah, I'm a very anonymous guy, I guess.
You're anonymous
make-
about a lot of things, but your taste in men is not one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, don't worry, Jackson. My taste is perfectly fine, buddy. Don't worry. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I want when I want it.
Like, I didn't say your taste was good, though.
It is. Trust me.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Anyways, as I was saying before, your bird interrupted me. Now that we got your what gets you motivated and stuff, what's your process like for creating either a new animation or a game?
Yeah, so for new animations, I have a lot more experience with that because I have like 100 or so animations. I start with a song and then I kind of visualize it. I'll usually choose the song like a few weeks in advance, and I'll just like, back in the day when I was in school, I would listen to it all the time in school, and then just kind of scenes from the video would just kind of come to my mind, and I would just like capture that, and I would have it all in my head. I never really wrote anything down back in the day. And then I would just start animating. I would just start going through and going linearly, or not linearly, like chronologically through the song, and then I would just start making it, and then I would edit it as I went and stuff like that. For new games, I don't really know because I've only made like 3 new games. There's Glitch, Venge, and then the Christmas game. So I guess I just kind of start with the basic mechanics and then I build up. So like for Venge, for example, I started with like the player controller and I made a little test room, and then I made doors and that sort of thing, and then I just built up from there. For the Christmas game, I started with I imported a lot of stuff from Venge, and then I started like making the map, and then I made like Amberly's character, stuff like that. So I just started small and then build up.
Yeah, I'm not very smart with this, so but I could tell that what you're doing is good. Obviously, would have done better than me, so you're clearly in the right path. So
The fact that you know how these things work is a skill in and of itself.
Thank you.
but the fact that you do more than one thing though, that makes it more impressive, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Man, game development's hard, man. Like really hard.
I don't know how you did it, but you did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I know how it all I know the process and stuff like that, but like the inner stuff, like the coding and all that stuff, like I don't know any of that stuff.
That's fair. It's a lot.
I don't know. I don't know any programming languages like C++ or Python or anything like that. If I were to use like a game engine, I would just use Unreal or whatever.
Oh yeah, because you can visually script with those.
I'm
You
a
don't need to
visual
have a-
boy. I work with what I see.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I really love programming. That's like my full-time job too. I'm a software engineer, so I do it all the time and probably more than I should. I'm doing it for school too. I'm almost graduating. Actually, I'm graduating in a few weeks. So
Oh, congratulations!
thank you.
You have an education. You're already better than me and Zafar combined.
And so
Wait, what?
I
Wait,
You
what?
heard me.
No, I didn't. Totally didn't hear that.
Anywho, you can continue.
yeah, so I just program all day, every day, all night, everything. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten bored of it. The programming is like the one thing where I just like I never get bored of. I better knock on wood. I shouldn't manifest.
Did you actually knock on wood?
Yeah, well, it's like my desk. I don't think it's real wood. I think it's like cork board. So I need to find real wood. I don't think I have real wood near me.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm just gonna have to pray that doesn't come back to bite me later.
Yeah, I thought that was like. Sorry, that caught me off guard that you actually knocked on wood.
Yeah, I'm not like superstitious, but like, what if? You know what I mean? Like, what if it's true? You know what I mean? Maybe that I think that is superstitious. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain is mush. It's
That's
just
okay.
a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no. Sorry. I'm just like I'm a bit different today. I do apologize for the way I've been acting.
You're good.
I've been very tired since last night, so I don't know. I'm just happy.
Right.
That's good.
So how do you like balance out like both like doing like the creative and technical sides of like when it comes to like the animation and the game development that you've been doing for these past few years?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean I love both sides so much, so I kind of just do them like simultaneously and interchangeably and usually impulsively too. So one day I'm working on a map and then the next day I'm coding a new system. And I just I don't really have like a solid like pipeline. I just kind of do whatever I feel like needs to be done, and that's probably why it takes so long to do anything, but it's how I have fun with it. I think as long as you're having fun with it, the work can feel a lot better and it can go a lot quicker and it can be a lot like of a better process, you know. So in terms of balancing, I just try to do whatever I feel like in the moment. I mean, there's times where I have to get this done, I have to get this map done, or I have to get this game out, so I have to do stuff I don't want to do. But when I have a lot more flexibility, like for example with Act 2 coming up, when I start development on that soon, I'm gonna have a lot of flexibility in what I want to do. I can start with Lucy's AI, or I can go and make some maps, that sort of thing. So that helps keep things balanced and keep things fun and make sure that everything goes well. And it's interesting because they're very, very, very different sides of the same game, but also they're kind of the same. Like a lot of technical stuff is like an art in a way. You have to design things to be future-proof, and you have to design things to be easy to use and easily extendable and stuff like that. And while art necessarily isn't like that, it's similar because you're like making something big and you're making something that has beauty in it. Like good architecture for code has a lot of beauty in it, and it's designed very carefully, and it's like a very similar process to like designing a really good map, for example. A lot of care goes into it and a lot of consideration and like thought, you know? So I see them they're very different, but they're also very similar, and so that helps keep a good balance of the two.
Yeah, it's all about the balance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what are your goals for the future in animation and game development? Like, are there any specific projects or skills you hope to achieve in the next few years or so?
That's a really good question. For animation, I am working on another video. I don't know if I can say it. I'm not super sure. But it's similar to the last few animations I've done, and it is in kind of like development limbo right now, but it'll come out eventually, I hope. And then in terms of games, I am working on right now a new map for the Christmas game, All She Wants for Christmas Is You. The new map will be coming out later this year. Well, actually, I don't know when this episode is coming out. It'll probably be a bit because it's episode 6. So I'll just say it's the library map, which is the newest one. It'll be pretty cool. And maybe it's out by now. I don't know. That I'm excited for that one. That one's what I'm doing right now. Then I have VENGE 2.1, which adds a new minigame, the Act 1 Madness minigame, and just some extra content. That'll be cool. And then ultimately VENGE Act 2. That'll be coming up really soon, and I'm excited to start working on that. In terms of learning, I think I would like to learn a lot more about optimization and a lot more about how to make games work better on different platforms. A lot of VENGE 2.0's issues are platform specific, which is kind of frustrating because I don't have those platforms to test on. So I think learning that sort of thing would be really neat. I would also like to make a lot more internal tools to help make game development faster. That's one of my things that I love doing. But yeah.
Yeah, no, optimization is like, I don't blame you, man. Optimization is like really important, like for games overall.
It's arguably one of the most important things.
Yeah, so when I usually do 3D art stuff, I usually try to have like a very moderately sized poly counts at the very least, and also like figuring out ways like I think Unreal does this, or I'm not sure if Unity does, but like a good method is like having like one texture, essentially combining the roughness, ambient occlusion, and metallic textures into like one ORM material, which divides the materials into like 3 separate color channels. That way you can divide them and save on storage and stuff.
Yeah, I believe Unity has something similar to that, like shaders.
Yeah, it helps a lot, like when it comes to like optimization and just overall just organization's sake, because like it's just simpler to have like one material for your primary textures rather than like manually like having like 12 different textures for like one simple material.
Yeah, exactly. That's something I've learned actually recently is Unity doesn't like it when you have a ton of materials. And so I will try to make what I call master textures, which are just giant texture sheets that have a lot of stuff in them. And I try to use that. But sometimes it can just get tricky because you can't like do fancy UV stuff with that. So like if you have a really weird shaped polygon, UV unwrapping that can be really difficult if it's a part of a texture master, because you can't just rely on like, what's the term when it like extends out of bounds, you know, where it like repeats? You can't rely on that because it's a giant master texture. So you have to be a lot more careful with it, and it's really frustrating, but it does help with performance. So for example, in VENGE, in the real world, almost everything is its own material just because I didn't want to deal with that. And so I took the optimization cost of that. Another thing actually that makes optimization really tricky is I'm really stubborn in some cases, and everything in VENGE is 100% real-time lighting. I had tried to bake lighting in Unity before, and it's just so frustrating. I think it's maybe my graphics card or something, but everything is real time, which obviously is not the way you're supposed to do it. And so that causes a lot of optimization issues. So I've had to get really creative to kind of mitigate those negative effects. And I think I've done a good job so far. VENGE runs pretty well, but that's like something that I'm like actively shooting myself in the foot with, and then like complaining that I can't walk.
Yeah, man. Hate when that happens.
Yeah.
You use like your lighting in the game is like real life.
It's like
no. Real-time lighting is essentially like all the light sources are like being rendered in real time. Like they change in real time. Like whether on the other hand, baked lighting is just lighting that is like part of the environment. It's static. It doesn't move. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so baked lighting saves the engine a lot of calculations because it doesn't have to calculate the light every frame. But that also means that you can't change the light easily, and you also it's really hard to bake it, at least in my case. And so real-time lighting is a lot more calculations, and it takes a lot more like GPU or CPU time, but you have a lot more flexibility. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know, game development stuff.
Yeah, I think the best approach is to do a mixed system where like some lights are baked and some lights aren't, but I've tried it. It's just too annoying in Unity.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of examples like for differences between real-time lighting and baked lighting, but say you have a flashlight, essentially that would use real-time lighting since it would help, since that light is part of the character and it moves around a lot.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like say like a lamp, that would be baked into the environment because that lamp is a static material. In some cases, unless you want to break that thing, then it needs to be static. I don't think he got any of that, guys. I'm sorry.
I think I did. I mean,
Good.
I'm
Good.
learning. I'm still learning. Sorry, I got a bit lightheaded there.
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
you're
You're fine.
Yeah.
I think that information was too much for him.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah. No, sorry. No, my apologies. So, how do you work with like other team members, like animators, designers, or any developers?
That's a good question. I've only really done it once with Spider App. So with Spider App, it was a giant team effort, and I had a lot of people working with me. And it was fun. It was super cool. It was like a huge learning curve for me because until then I've done everything just by myself. And so it's like it was like really tricky to be able to learn how to manage everyone and make sure that the project actually gets done, because in a lot of ways it was tricky. And something that I've found that really helps is having a really strong, common, shared goal. Like everyone knows what they're doing, everyone knows the direction of the project, and everyone knows where to go. Really helps, because I think a lot of times if you're confused, you don't want to really ask for help. And if it's a giant project, then it just kind of feels a little hopeless a little bit. Another thing that I think is really important that we had issues with was having a clear understanding of the compensation that people would get. So our project was done over Discord, and it was just done by a bunch of people who just decided that they wanted to help out. And so we hadn't fully figured out how compensation was going to work. And I think that was something that I learned a lot from, because people don't want to work for free. I me included. And having that up front and having that right out of the bat and clear and consistent makes a huge difference, because if you know what you're getting paid, then you're obviously going to be able to you're going to have motivation to do the work. And so that's something that I think is incredibly important. And I think a lot of teams that maybe are trying to do bigger projects that kind of struggle, they're not able to make a lot of progress. I think following those two things could really help.
I don't think Sport got any of that.
No, I did. But I think it's nice that you were able to learn from each other when you guys were all working together. And shout out to the people who you've worked with. What is their names again?
I
Or
worked with primarily. Oh, company?
Is it like do they have a company name?
Oh no, it's just a bunch of my friends and Knockers' friends.
Oh, okay. You well, shout them out if you'd like.
Yeah, let me pull up the list. In the server, it looks like we have me, Damble, Jack, TBC. Jack is awesome. Illumio is also awesome. And then Zinthlox. I think I said that wrong. They're awesome too. And then there was some other people. I think they left the server. There was Comic Cyrus. There was. Yeah, I'm forgetting. I'm so sorry if I forgot.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't know. But a lot of great people that we worked with. It was a pretty small team.
Well, shout out to those people that were just listed.
Yeah, especially shout out to the people I forgot. I'm so sorry. I didn't forget about you. You're just.
How dare you forget their names? Safar killed this man now. He forgot the names.
Literally.
The only thing I could do is having poor taste in men like you. That's all I can do.
Damn it, you're right.
That's all I can really do.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Ugh.
I have my limits, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anywho, are there any trends or technologies in animation or game development that you're excited for? Like, how do you think it would change the industry overall?
Good question. I'm really excited for mascot horror to stop being viewed the way it is right now. I think it's fairly viewed because there's a lot of slop out there. But
Ban.
I'm hoping that it'll come back, and maybe one day that'd be really cool. It's a difficult issue because a lot of the models that do exist have been sourced unethically, and I think that's really wrong. I'm not worried about it taking over people's jobs. I think whenever we get a new technology such as this, it causes a lot of fear because of the unknown, and a lot of people tend to freak out about it. But I don't think that it'll take over anyone's job. I'm not worried about that. I think it'll be a tool that eventually people will use for the best. And I mean, there's going to be AI slop out there and whatnot. I think that'll eventually go away as people start to recognize it and people start to realize that they don't actually want that. Like, for example, like companies trying to push it everywhere. I think that's not going to work for them. Just like how back in the day, I'd watched an interesting video about motion capture and how that, how it seemed like it was going to take over the industry, and executives were shoving it down everyone's throat and everyone was panicking and animators were like, we're going to lose our jobs. But then it never ended up happening because people realized that motion capture does not look as good as the real deal. And I think that's a very similar case to what we have now. Like, sure, these generative tools can produce a lot of really realistic stuff for stuff that looks believable. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have that human spark. And at the end of the day, it can't have that human spark. It's just not human. It'll never be sentient. It doesn't have that ability. It's just a fancy math equation. And so we will prevail. I'm not worried about that. But I'm excited to see where it's going to go in the future. I think that we're going to see a cutback on a lot of the slop and a cutback on it being shoved everywhere. Like even right now, I'm looking at Google Docs and there's a little AI icon in the corner. It's like, why? Yeah. Why? I don't need this, No. But I think the technology itself is so cool. Like genuinely, it is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. I love looking into it and I love like reading the papers about their architecture and stuff like that. It's insane because at the end of the day, it's just a math equation, and having a math equation being able to be that complex and that specific and that cool is so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I agree with you on. Like you said, technology wise, it's really cool and like innovative. Like I can definitely see like helping out with like, I don't know, like editing and stuff like that. It's like, and especially with rendering, because like that stuff is predictable. And like it will like help speed up the animation process tenfold just by just cutting off the rendering time for like at most half, which is a godsend for animation, especially for like indie developers and animators.
Yeah,
but for like
noising.
Yeah, but like but the other stuff, like everything else, no, fucking sucks. Terrible. Yeah. Every time I hear generative AI, I just think of the Glasgow Wonka experience.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, that's just terrible. Like, and it's such a
it's really so bad. Like, so far, have you heard of the Glasgow Wonka experience?
Probably not. Is it like?
Oh my god!
What?
Oh, dude, it was everywhere.
Moment.
Like at the start of the year, there was like this the Glasgow like Wonka experience scam that was like used generative AI to make it look bigger than it already was. But it was just a really shitty like experience at like a warehouse with like a paper river and stuff like that. Like everything was generated with AI, like the scripts, the marketing, everything. Like, and like you can really tell it was generated with AI because like they added like this villain named the Unknown that was like this creepy cloaked figure that lived in the walls or whatever.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my god, it was something, man.
Yeah, no, for real. It's such a shame because it's such a misuse of such an incredible technology.
Yeah, I guess I'm a professional at not knowing most things out there nowadays because I really don't know much for a reason. I'm decently good at not not looking at stuff I don't need to look at. I guess I just stay focused on what I do.
You know, fair.
And what do you do exactly?
Hey, I'm learning computer engineering. Remember?
Hey, that's great.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I used to back in high school. I think it's like 2 years ago when I was in my sophomore year. I started like taking undergrad classes before I even like finished like high school, and which was I graduated a year ago, and so I was like I didn't know if I wanted to continue with anything with technology or anything like that because I used to build PCs a lot. I used to even make my own mechanical keyboards, custom made for myself because I had nothing better to do. There was this one product that me and an old friend of mine who I had a friend from the UK at one point when I was younger. I was actually designing on a product that was actually going to have people like I was going to actually have a product of like our own gaming mice, our own lineup. I used to design stuff like mice and all that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just want to be. I don't know if I'm gonna continue with the whole tech stuff. I might just move on to just like being a pilot or something. Do something else that I really want to do now. I don't know. I just think tech has changed too much for me. I think it's just too
That's
advanced
fair.
for me now. I don't think I can keep up.
It moves really fast.
I don't think I can keep up nowadays with the stuff going on.
It is speed.
Yeah, like Lightning McQueen.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm Lightning McQueen, and you are, and you're
Don't. Oh god, no. Oh god.
I think there's a character from Cars. I think that you would be perfectly fitted with.
Don't say it. Don't fucking don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't worry.
I know what you're thinking. No, I am nothing like him. No.
I probably don't even remember anyway, so it's okay.
Ugh. You
Seriously,
still have to deal with?
don't worry. Jackson is just shy. Don't worry. Jackson, what do you think about like how AI has been with nowadays?
Did you just were you not paying attention to what I just said?
No, I want like when it comes to your friends, like when it comes to like friends of yours who do artwork and stuff, like how do you feel about their artwork and their stuff that they work on being trained for AI or anything being stolen?
It's fucking shit, man.
I agree.
Yeah, dude, like yeah, like if it's one thing to like for it to not look good, but it's another thing for like to be built off stolen artwork, which is just I don't think I need to tell you that's ethically wrong. Like, I mean, if it was like, if the material was like built off of was like stuff like from like built with artists with their consent and with their knowledge of how it's being used, then it'd be one thing. But the fact that
they know the people who are making it.
Yeah, if it was made specifically to train the model, then that's one thing. But like. The models right now, there are no rules for AI right now. Like people can just like scroll through the internet, just find a good-looking artwork from someone and just yank it, just feed it into their machine without their consent, which is just
it's wrong.
Shitty, man. That's shitty.
Yeah. I think there should be laws set for that or something like or some like
rules, there should be. There should be laws for that shit, man.
I think there is in progress, but it just everything law-wise just takes forever. And so it really sucks that we won't see anything anytime soon, I don't think. Just because, especially in like the United States, everything just takes forever to do. But I absolutely agree. Like, it's completely wrong if I can't just grab a artwork that I like and put it in my game. So I should not be able to use that to train an AI, you know?
Yeah, it's just really shitty, man.
No AI. Stand with animators and 2D artists and stuff like that. Stand with the animators.
Support the Yowie Animator Guild.
Oh yeah, we follow them on Twitter. Shout out to the animators, Ignited, I think.
Animators Guild, yeah.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
And shout out to Doodly for that mocap video.
Wait, what?
Doodly, he's the YouTuber who made the video about mocap. Yeah, I saw that video as well.
It's a really good video, like genuinely.
Yeah,
really good video.
Yeah. Dude makes really great videos on animation and stuff.
I thought it was really cool. I like the analogy a lot. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that every time I get to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just to clarify to our fan base out there, and our listeners who listen to the podcast or whatever, just to make this very clear, we do not use AI in any of our work or nothing like that for indie horror talk. Please don't hate us. That's all I have.
Just because my stuff looks AI generated doesn't mean it's actually AI. I'm just bad.
Oh.
Damn. Just damn. How you gonna do yourself like that, Jackson? Like, how can you do that to yourself?
You never know, man. You never know.
Wait, what?
You never know.
What do you mean?
Anywho, so far you can take this question.
Sure. Okay. Thanks, Jackson. So is there a project that you're really proud of? Any, like, out of all the projects you've worked on in the entirety of your own career that you've built up over time?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The biggest one that I'm proud of is VENGE itself, VENGE 2.0 specifically. It's been with me for like my entire high school and also my entire college, and now going on to the future. It's really it's been a huge, like, I guess, like, in a lot of ways, like, coping mechanism. It's been a way to be able to handle a lot of intense emotions or stress or anything like that. And so I've poured everything into it. And I'm so proud of the outcome. I think it's super cool. I'm really happy that people enjoy it. I like look in my server and people are discussing it all the time, every day, and discussing the lore, discussing the characters, discussing the vibes, everything. And I'm so insanely proud of that. And I think that all of my work was not wasted, which is always a really good feeling to have as an artist. It's like you don't want to make something and then feel like nothing happened with it. And so I'm really grateful for everything that people have said about the game and like appreciated the game and stuff like that. It really does not go unnoticed. And so thank you to anyone who's ever played the game or enjoyed the game or even talked about the game. I really appreciate it. I'm also proud of my Christmas game, the All She Wants for Christmas Is You. Maybe not as proud as I am with Venge, but it's still a cool game, and I like the vibes of it. I like the characters, and I like the humor in it. I think the humor is really awesome. And I don't know, challenge-wise, the game has brought in so much, and I've learned so much. And from Venge, I've been able to land a job, which is super awesome. And I've been able to learn a lot of new stuff that I wouldn't have otherwise experienced. And so it's super cool. And so I'm super proud of that. And that's my most special project.
Yeah, and like I'm happy that you actually have a project that you're really happy with, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for your success now. You finally got a better life now for yourself. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that a ton.
I may have ordered that a bit. I could have ordered that a bit better, but yeah.
Oh, you're good.
yeah.
I'd like to thank you for joining us on today's episode. This was a very fun podcast for us today, and thank you, Coaster and Jackson. As always, thank you to you as well.
Thank you for having me. It's been so fun.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
So we'll see you all next time. Please go and wishlist or not wishlist. Please go buy Venge 2.0 now on Steam. Is it on Steam, right?
Yes, it's on Steam. It's $2, but probably when this episode airs, it'll probably be on discount.
Okay, so
we'll see. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Please be sure to go support EKRCoaster. Please go show support to Jackson Merrill. Please, they've all done a lot of good things in this world for us, and I think that they deserve more recognition over time as time goes on. So please show your support and love to them and their respect. Give them the respect they deserve. They've done some good. And we'll see you all on the next episode on season 2.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Bye.